Hello friends, welcome to Future Knowledge YouTube channel. Myself Ponimesh. Today I tell you how to draw speed control of separately excited DC motor in virtual lab portal. Here you can see the link of this virtual lab portal. At first I will tell you what is the purpose and what is the procedure of speed control of separately excited DC motor. Next I will tell you how to draw this experiment in simulation. Next, after performing the experiment, I draw the graphs of N versus IF means speed versus field current and N versus V means speed versus voltage between armature terminal. Also give you the experiment link of virtual lab in description below. So friends, here you can see the virtual lab. Here you see the experiment name speed control of separately excited DC motor. Now I tell you how control the speed of separately excited DC motor, what is the aim and what is the purpose of this experiment. We know that the aim of this experiment is to study the speed control of separately excited DC motor. Next, I explain how we will control this DC motor. At first, we know that DC motor are in general much more adaptable to adjustable speed drives than AC motors, which are associated with a constant speed rotating field. Indeed, this susceptibility of DC motor to adjustment of their operating speed over wide range and by a varying of methods is one of the important reasons for strong comparative position of DC motors in modern industrial drives. It is thus necessary to gather an idea about speed control methods along with their associated characteristics. Next, I explain what is the procedure of speed control. We can control the speed in two methods. One is varying field excitation and next is varying armature control. Now question will come, how control varying field excitation of this experiment. We know that in shunt and compound motor speed control can be achieved by varying the shunt field circuit resistance. The lowest speed corresponds to zero resistance in field rheostat. Speed can be increased by increasing the field rheostat resistance. The highest speed is limited by armature reaction under weak field condition, causing motor poor commutation. The DC motor with the shunt field rheostat speed control is generally referred to as constant horsepower drive. Since back EMF remains practically constant, the torque on the other hand varies directly with flux and therefore has its highest allowable value. Of lowest speed field rheostat control is that best suited to drives require decreased torque at high speed. Now I tell you how control the speed by varying armature terminal voltage VT. We know that a change of armature terminal voltage results in a change in speed with constant excitation. Usually the power available in constant voltage AC. So the auxiliary equipment in the form of rectifier is required to provide the controlled armature voltage for the motor. In this mode, the torque developed by motor is almost equal to rated torque at any speed from 0 to rated speed. In this region, motor operates in constant torque mode. Now see that the torque T developed and speed means N, capital N of a DC motor are given as T equal to K phi Ia. Here you can see torque T equal to K phi Ia and capital N means speed equal to Vf minus IaRa by K phi, where K is constant decided by the design of machine, total number of conductors means Z, number of parallel path and number of poles. The above equation explain the concept of different modes of speed control. Now what is the procedure to control the armature control method? Keeping field voltage constant at same value by varying the armature voltage, the DC motor observe the speed reading on the tachometer. The speed will vary proportionally in direct relation with armature voltage. It is directly proportional. Next, how we will control the field control method of this experiment. At first, keep armature voltage constant at some value and reduce the voltage applied to the field of the motor. Observe the speed readings on the tachometer. Next, as we go on reducing field voltage in steps, the speed of motor will go on increasing. The relation observes inversely proportional. Next, start storing data. Next, to keep the voltage of generators constant at load condition, adjust the field excitation of generator. Now again increase the load by closing another load switch. Next, it is stored data. Next, go on the repeating the procedure till all loads are connected and data will be stored. It is the procedure how to control the field method and how to control armature method. Next, I will show you how to draw this experiment in simulation software. At first, we click on this link speed control of separately excited DC motor. Next, you can see the simulator link. Next, you can see click here for simulator. Here experiment number 2. It is the speed control of separately excited DC motor. Here you can see the field control method and it is here you can see separately excited DC motor. It is field and it is armature terminal. Here it is the tachometer. You can see the separately excited motors ratings. Field voltage maximum 220 volt, armature voltage maximum 440 volt, capacity 5 horsepower. Next, DC field current maximum will be 2.3 ampere, armature current 9.5 ampere. Next, speed will vary between 1500 rpm to 2000 rpm. Here you can see the VFM means separately excited DC motor field winding voltage, IFM separately excited DC motor field winding current, VAM separately excited DC motor armature voltage, and IAM means DC motor armature current. At first I join the terminal of the field. Next I join this armature terminal. Next we vary the field terminal. You can see this armature terminal. We increase the field terminal. Next we increase the armature terminal of the DC motor. Here you can see the RPM speed in the tachometer. We increasing the armature terminal voltage. Here you can see the field terminal voltage 220 volt. We constant this volt in field terminal. Next you can see I will increasing the armature terminal. I will increasing to 440 volt. You can see here you see the RPM speed in the tachometer 1516 RPM. You add in the store data. Next we field terminal voltage. It will be 210 volt. Next, but we constant the armature terminal voltage. Next we store the data. Next I will decrease the volt of the field terminal. When we decrease the voltage of field terminal, the RPM will increase. You can see. Now I will storing data. So now you can see the data. Now I decrease the voltage in 190 volt of the field terminal. Next start storing data and show data. You can see the RPM speed 1599. Next we'll decreasing the voltage of the field terminal to 180 volt. Next show data. Here you can see 1626 RPM speed. Similarly, you decrease the voltage of the field terminal 170 volt. Next, start storing data and show data. Here you can see the data chart. Now you draw the graph IFM versus speed, means the field current versus speed. Generated graph. You can see the graph of this experiment. Here you can see the horizontal side is armature voltage and vertical side is speed. Our target was to draw the graph N versus IA and N versus VA. We storing the data. Next we generate the graph VA versus speed, VM versus speed. Here you can see the graph of field current versus speed. You can draw the graph by varying the voltage of the field terminal. You can see I decreasing the voltage 160 and store data. You can see next I decreasing 150. Show data. Similarly, you can decreasing the voltage in the field terminal. You can see 130 volt voltage. Show data. And here you can see the speed. Here you can see the speed between 1500 to 2000 RPM. Next 120, decrease the voltage 120. Storing data. Show data. You can see next we decreasing the voltage, speed is exceeding its limit. Okay, now I will show you the IFM versus speed graph. You can see the graph IFM versus speed. So friends, you see how control speed of separately excited DC motor by controlling the field current. So friends, now I will tell you how control the speed of DC separately excited DC motor by controlling the armature voltage. We constant the speed of field terminal voltage, so we increasing the voltage to 220 volt. Now I will vary the armature voltage by decreasing the voltage to 0. Now I will increasing the voltage of armature terminal 0 to 440 volt. When you increasing the voltage of armature terminal, then the field terminal will be constant 220 volt. Now I will vary the speed by varying the armature voltage. Here you can see the 0 RPM. Here you can see I delete the all data. Next store data, show data. You can see next I will increasing the voltage to 60 volt by increasing 60 volt. Next start store data, show data. Next increasing the voltage to 120 volt. You can see Next, start data, show data. You can see the speed. Next, I will increasing the voltage 180 volt. Next, start data, start storing data, show data. Next, I will vary the voltage to 40 volt. Start data, show data. Next, I will vary the voltage in armature terminal. I will increasing the voltage 300 volt. Next, start data, show data. Next, I will increasing the voltage to 360 volt. Next, start storing data, show data. I will increasing the voltage to 420 volt. Next, start data, show data. You can see the speed 1447 rpm. Increase the voltage to 440 volt in armature terminal. Next, start data, show data. You can see the speed 1516 rpm. Next, I will show you the graph armature voltage versus speed. Means armature voltage means Vm versus speed. Next, generate graph. You can see the graph. If you can understand this video in virtual lab, please like, comment, share this video, and please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Okay, thank you.